Hey everyone out there, my name is Dee, and I want to tell you today about this really incredible software I've stumbled upon. It's called Binary Boom, and you can find it at the Binary Boom's website at www.binboom.com. It's actually completely free software. There is a little bit of a caveat to that, but I'll let you figure that out once you actually download it. What I'll tell you though is that it claims to make almost on average many successful binary options trades for you automatically. And so in a matter of hours and days, you'll be making thousands of dollars. Of course, I rolled my eyes and thought, yeah, right. But when you go to the site and you actually watch the informative video and the gentleman who made it, it does kind of start to make sense enough that you're going to be pretty tempted to click and see for yourself. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm happy to report it actually does work. I was pretty blown away. The reason why it works is a couple things. But before I even say that, I want to tell you, though, that the Binary Boom software, aside from being free, is also coming from a Microsoft verified publisher account. That means, and this is very important you understand it, that it has actually been verified by Microsoft so that there isn't any type of, spyware, adware attached to it. I'm, very concerned and worried about stuff like that. But in actuality, it's actually pretty clean software to use. There isn't anything you have to really worry about when you download it. So right there and then, you can try it out. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. But anyways, if you're familiar with binary options, you know and you understand that, you have all different ways to trade through binary options. But one of the more popular and common ways is the 60-second trade, where you basically have 60 seconds to decide if an asset is going to go up or down in the marketplace in terms of its value. And in those 60 seconds, if you are correct, whether you chose to believe that it will be up or down, you get money. And usually it's a pretty decent payout, anywhere from 80% on, depending on who you're trading with, where you're doing your trades, and so on. Now, what Binary Boom claims to do, and seems to do very well, is look for the 15 minutes or so throughout the day where the trend for an asset is going to be either up or down. And usually it's up, or at least that's been my sort of observation. But during that time, you just ride that wave. You keep making those trades within those 15 minutes. I mean, in 15 minutes, you've made 15 trades, and the majority of them are going to all be correct because every asset seems to kind of ride the marketplace in that time frame, whether it's up or down. And that's what's so amazing about Binary Boom is it's able to figure out those times during the day when a asset is going to ride the market like that, and basically place trades that are going to be successful, more often than they're not, about 98%, I'd say. Also, too, what's interesting is that when you place these trades and through Binary Boom, you don't have to do anything. It basically does it for you, and it does it based off the premise. And this is sort of like a duh, but I mean, it does need to be mentioned. You only have to be right by 1 point. And if you think about that, if the trend is showing that the stock is riding 40, 50 points above where it started, you only have to be right by one of those 40 or 50 points. So that means there's almost no way you can lose your money at that point once you start seeing it climbing and climbing and climbing. Because if you're have your trade place at the right time, right as it's starting to climb, by the time it starts going down, the 60 seconds are up, you've made money. And that is the genius of it. And that is why it's so amazing that it kind of figures this out for you. Now, again, no software is perfect, and the creator of this software definitely tells you that. It also is very transparent about how it actually works. But it all kind of makes sense, which is why I checked it out. And like I said, it has worked for me. I've actually made quite a bit of money with Binary Boom. I personally like trading binary options myself. I like the actual knowledge and the strategies behind it. And basically, you have to understand trends in binary options. It's the only way you're going to make money. That's why, you have to do your research. You have to check out what the options have done before and after. It's kind of like if you go to Vegas and you play the roulette table and you look at some of the boards that they have next to the roulette table, you have to look at the trends and see what's been picked and what hasn't. For example, if you're at the roulette table and the 00 green marker has been called, chances are it's not going to be called again for a long time. That could almost be considered a trend. Maybe that's more dealing with probability and chance, but they all kind of rule together when it comes to binary options, because you do have to kind of assume, for example, if you pick Google as your asset, that it's going to do well. But of course, you never know. A news headline could come out while you're trading saying that the CEO of Google did something terrible, and then all of a sudden the stocks drop just like that. So you have to really be smart about it. But overall, as you study the patterns with binary options and assets, you will see this trend that the gentleman who made the software is talking about. And that's where Binary Boom really succeeds, is it picks out those trends and just rides them. Again, go to benboom.com, check it out. I highly encourage you to give it a shot. Again, it's all verifiable performance. You can see it with the software, and more importantly, you see it in your bank account, because that's where it matters. So Ben Boom is definitely interesting when it shows you how Binary Boom actually works. There's a rather long and pretty heady video out on the site, which I'd say watch just for your own edification. But if you think that you want to just take a chance and have some money to trade with, do it. I mean, like I said, it's free. It's not going to really cost you anything. It actually helps the guy. And like I said, you download it, you'll understand what I mean. But Binary Boom is incredible, and it's definitely something I found to be very interesting, and it actually works, which is the best part, and works more often than it doesn't. So I'm all for it, and hopefully you will be too. Check it out today and have fun with your trading, and good luck with your trading. I hope you make lots of money. Take care, guys, and have a good one.